What's your take on and again, I'm thinking about for my clients, for employers who are having to make these really, really tough decisions. We talked about those two cases that were to the extremes, but most are in the middle. Like I have not had a conversation with one American based company where they've used either one of those two names, either of the candidates' names, but they've talked about civic engagement. And our country is built on civic engagement. And do you see that changing as we move forward?
Oh, I think that's going to be stronger than ever. I mean, again, the passions that this election has brought up is going to continue over, and so I would think that for employers, next Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday is the days when the results sort of become known, and whether there's a clear winner or we're into overtime scenarios will be important times for CEOs to be in touch with their employees because everybody is going to be thinking about it, and
Yeah.
there will be different reactions to it.
I'm glad you talked about that because one of the things that we have said is communication is key. When we did our racial equity survey, our headline was silence is not an option. This is the same thing. Silence is not an option. There is a responsibility for employers and for CEOs to communicate during this period to give people a sense of calm. I think for to let investors know that business will not be interrupted. I think for to the message to customers is business will not business continuity. But I do think that you have to look carefully at the things that you do and say on those days, the day before the election, the day of, and the probably 2 or 3 days preceding, because will be in such a heightened sense of anxiety or fear or happiness. And so one of the other things that we're saying to our clients is be careful about the things that you do during that time frame and be clear about people's ability to receive information during that time frame. So this is not the time to do a big launch on anything. This is not the time to make a big announcement. This is not the time to do something where you really need people to lean into it, and you almost need to be respectful of this time frame. And so it's like the whole idea of preparing for it, but also just being really clear about what's happening right now and how people are receiving and able to receive information.